Yo yo yo, hope you're having a fantastic day. I wanted to share this game that we played on stream the other day with a build that I thought was pretty cool. And the idea was to maximize the effect and size of the terror radius and be as annoying as possible. So in order to do this, we went with both the calm add-ons for the Doctor. We went with Huntress Lullaby, Distressing, Unnerving Presence, as well as Haunted Ground. And the idea being that Unnerving Presence and Huntress Lullaby was going to provide the annoying effects, Distressing was just to increase the terror radius, and Hex Haunted Ground was there in order to protect the Huntress Lullaby from being dispelled. If you have any suggestion for builds, any questions, or just want to hang out, we're live daily at twitch.tv/HassermanTV, and enjoy the game. I'll try and vocalize what I'm thinking this game. But like I feel like you always have a central generator that you want to work around, because then you have multiple options to do a great 3-gen. And if they progress that enough, you don't want to stray too far from it until it's been regressed. And obviously it's really hard to know when you don't really know all of the maps where dead zones are, because sometimes they'll just run you to the corner of the map, and then it's obvious that, oh, this is not a chase I should have taken. But it's hard to know in the heat of the moment for sure. Alright, so what I want to do now is just localize the kind of middle part. Should be this. So it's this house. I want to look for a couple of scratch marks so I know where to place my first static blast. Nothing so far. There we go. Let's unleash the first static blast. We're all here. Get live, I think. So this chase, right now, I feel like it's going on too long. She's just heading towards that pallet. We get it dropped and we go back to the generator because there were a lot of people there who were progressing it. And it was pretty well along, so it should be getting close now. I can't even remember which generator it was. Jesus, wasn't it one of those? Was this one maybe? You see that? Yeah, so there are two on that generator. Really want to go for that one. And he's entering the killer shack, which for me is a really difficult tile, so I'm gonna go for this instead. Try and get a hit. Remove this pallet, which it's fine, and my goal is to kick this. Spread out. I'm gonna go have a listen in the middle. Nobody's working on this yet, so we're fine. We're gonna go back to this generator and we're just gonna shock blast, see if anybody's still around. Over here, two of them. Moving towards the middle of the map. So probably that generator. Take the opportunity to destroy those pallets. So right here, we want to ideally get as much of their resources out of the way as possible because we want to defend this generator eventually. So the more pallets that are dropped, walls destroyed, etc., the better. That generator was just a matter of time before that got finished. This guy's gonna jump out here. try and cut him off. Not gonna be successful. Got the gen. This is going on for too long. Let's go inside and let's press static blast, see what's up. So they generally seem to be stacking up. Do one generator at a time and they stack up. Dark therapy. Got a hit. There were 2 people around here. Yeah, there you go. She was just waiting to start the gen again. That was the exposed one. So she's dead. Nice. Counting ground value. Let's hook her real fast and then get back to that generator. I'm a little bit afraid that the middle generator is worked by that guy with the med bag. But there's too much going on here and I have too much pressure, so I can't really pay any attention to that yet. She's down. Nice. Another hook. Let's hook her close so I can keep the pressure going. Okay. Let's have a look at the first hook, see if any scratch marks are nearby, and then... Nope. Okay, let's go inside. See if they're working on the mid-gen. Does not sound that way. Somebody was sneaking around here. That's what they were doing. Let's get some free hits. And I hesitated there. Really bad idea. Should I just committed for him? Okay. And he just completely disappeared. Was just shocked. He went inside one of the lockers. For sure, otherwise he would have screamed, right? I guess not. Well, he's just a wizard. Alright. Well done. Well played. I have no idea what happened there. Like, I have no concept of what went on. Why were there no scratch marks? Where did he go? Why didn't he scream? Like... So they're gonna heal. They're not gonna be allowed to, and it's gonna be 2 downs because she was slow. Really nice. So now they're doing the middle generator, like I was afraid of before. So I'm gonna get these hooks real fast, and then we're gonna go mid. Oh, they got the Huntress Lullaby, which is annoying, but it is what it is. It's just a matter of time. Already rescued that guy. Shock therapy here. This dude right here, I'm chasing. Oh, it's her. Let's ignore her because she has immunity for a while. Let's check the middle generator. Yeah, somebody's working on it. Nobody does this, but my OCD won't allow me to not check the locker. Probably drop down here, slow vaulted. Can't vault that. Okay. Okay. So she should be dead. She had life. We used her exhaust perk, just ignore her. Hopefully she doesn't have decisive strike. If so, she's dead. This is great. Let's kick the generator, head back inside because I didn't find the one working on the middle generator. It's a little bit more progressed. Let's static blast. Let's kick it. Okay, so she's gonna want to do this, but she doesn't have live anymore. So right now she's heading into no man's land. I don't want to go there. Don't want to go there when they have so few generators left and the middle one is being actively progressed. Okay, so let's pay attention to where they are now. On that generator. Okay. Let's head down. Let's go for this one. It's almost done. Shock him through the wall. Not around. Ran already. Yeah. That's great having that down. Let's go upstairs and interrupt whoever was working on that because I could hear the sound of it being worked on. No idea how they keep getting... Yeah, there she go. Because the one way to avoid static blast, I remember, is if you're in a locker, you don't scream. So she probably stuck around there for a while and she hid. And that's why there were no notifications. So I make it, I don't. Hooks are a great mechanic, I fucking love them. And we're gonna do the same thing again, where there's no place to go in order to hook her. Maybe here? Maybe that's in reach? No, just barely. Okay, so he's probably back on the generator he was before. Static blast and see if that's true. That is true. Likes to run early, so we cut him off. Go around. He went in the locker. Nice. Easy. We're gonna put him a bit out the way because I didn't look for any other hooks, which is stupid. I would have preferred to put him a bit more centrally. First hook on that guy. And I kick the generator so I can see when it's being worked on, and we shock blast. No, we don't, because it's on cooldown. Okay, very nice. Just free. Let's shock blast and see the last guy. Over there. He's going for the rescue for sure. Oh, it's not. Got him. Is he the guy to have DS? Probably. Yeah, he does. Let's go back to this. Let's hook her on the way, and then we go back to the generator. I heard a sound, but I don't... Okay, so he's heading out into the middle of nowhere. Since there are only 2 people left and both are injured, we should absolutely go for it. ended up baiting him, and that netted us the kill. Let's put him in the basement and he is dead. Yeah. So playing the generators with this build in general, way better. I think that is probably just good practice on every killer, to be fair. You see, I had to focus on the middle generator the entire game, and pays off. He's not around here, or she's in a locker. Let's just break this pallet to make the chases here easier. I think in general, when you're playing killer, I think that's a good idea. Just pick out the middle generator and then work from there, because you see here is a natural free gen. It's like playing tic-tac-toe, you know? You always want to grab the middle. And now, basically, they don't have enough bodies, so they can't really put enough pressure on me to do the generators. They're both in lockers. Which lockers? That is the question. This one. And where is Tomb Raider? This one? Did she hide in these ones or the ones upstairs? Or has she left already? This one. Okay. No? Really? Okay. Fine. She burst out of there. Let's see if she's around. Nope. That perk would have been nice now, huh? Iron Maiden one. Okay, well, it's GG. Just gotta see if we can find the hatch before her. All that remains. Yeah, clean game. And you know, this generator kind of pressured itself when we were keeping control of these three. Because even if she managed to get some progress on it, like, it doesn't matter. Even if it finishes, well, you know, as long as we have control over these three generators, keeping them injured, getting kills, getting hooks, there's not going to be enough pressure. So the only way you lose that is if you end up in too long a chase and he finishes like this generator, or they finish one of those three. The other generators are not important in that situation. So the hatch is over there, most likely. Oh. He was just hiding. Why? Are they salty, perhaps? I do not know. I felt like a clean game.